Oh, hey, we are here. We are live with some more Pokemon Legends ZA. Last time, we pretty much started shiny hunting, primarily Ghastly, but also a little bit of Greavard and technically Litwick on accident. So that went generally pretty mediocre. We only ended up with Litwicks, but we did learn a lot mechanically. Also, I think I'm really quickly actually going to unplug and replug in the USB. Hang on. I was hearing some static. I've had a lot of tech issues, which I'll get into in a moment. It should pop back up in a second. Okay, hopefully that's okay. Real quick, so we figured out that we can do Ghastly shiny hunting here by just running to the corner. We had two, like, I guess big discoveries yesterday, one of which is more, I think, generally important than the other, but we also had a suspicion of it. And that was so the first thing we confirmed is that shinies despawn further away than regular Pokemon. So if you run, so let's say like this would reset the Ghastly. If there was a shiny Ghastly up there, that would not despawn it. I think there is a range in which shinies should still despawn if you walk too far, but it's further than regular Pokemon, which is super nice because it means there's a lot of scenarios where I don't even technically need to see the Pokemon. I just have to get close enough for them to spawn, and then I can run back and forth multiple times if I really wanted to. Or, I mean, in this case, if I just were to miss the shiny Ghastly because I'm sometimes only seeing like 2 or 3 of the spawns just because of the way the architecture is, I still have the chance of seeing it again later. And thus, there's no risk in me despawning one on accident. Which just gives a lot of wiggle room in terms of shiny hunts. Like, I don't have to be as perfect. Because if I do a little lap to reset things, it's probably not going to despawn the shiny. We figured that out because Greavard's on one end and we ran all the way to the other end of the map. Like, from one end horizontally to the other, and it did not despawn the shinies. So, we found that with Greavard, and then I had to reset because I wasted a bunch of time just mechanically understanding partially that, but more importantly, I also realized that unfortunately there's no way to do the teleporter method to get these Ghastly or even the Greavard on the roof because it seems like spawns have some weird verticality limit in the way that they work. Like, you have to get you have to be like at a certain height or like spot for things to properly spawn. We did that by like literally turning off everything but Pokemon cries and paying attention purely to that. And we realized, yeah, Ghastly just was not spawning up here. So unfortunately, we cannot do any teleport methods for Greavard, the one up here, or the Ghastly over there, which is a bit of a bummer because that would have been probably the most efficient way to do it. So that was a useful discovery. So yeah. So. I will keep that in mind. I'm not sure, exactly how sharp of a difference it makes. I mean, I would assume, like, a small hill is fine, but I'm guessing when it's, like, buildings, then there's no way to do that. So, yeah, that is very helpful to know, because I ended up wasting a bit of time here with this, donut, just trying to do that, and then only getting Litwick, and wondering why the only shiny I found was Litwick until I did that test, so. Yeah, those are our big 2 discoveries. What was the amount of how many shiny Litwick did we find yesterday? 3. Yeah, so the shiny I didn't need, we got the full line for ready to go. Because I already had the full line. I think I have 7 then, actually. I thought I only had 6. Okay, hang on. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Did I clip the numbers correctly on these yesterday? I thought we only had 6 in total. Unless I'm dumb, which I am. Hang on. Let me see. How many Ligawicks have I? Yes, I have 2 4s. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm glad I found that. So 4s, now 5. Right now I'm going for Ghastly. This is definitely not the ideal spot for this, but it's the spot we got and it's the spot we're working with for the moment until I run out of patience. So that's just how it'd be. Hang on. I probably would be better off trying like a small area or something. But I am dumb. Yeah, I think that's everything of importance we got out of stuff yesterday. Hang on, sorry, I'm making sure my clips are all named correctly. I don't need two different like number 4 Litwick shinies. I need to some semblance of logic. Okay, I'll refresh that in a moment. So, yeah, I think that's primarily what we did. And outside of giving up on not 1 but 2 shiny Greavards for the sake of gaining time back, it was what it was. That was fine, I think. Yeah. It is what it is. Let me see. Okay, everything, all the clips properly update, name-wise. 77765. Oop. Oh wait, I have to type Litwick in again. How could I be so silly? When I refreshed, it got rid of the name. Litwick. Not best match. First, okay, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh wait, no, okay, no, we're fine. I was like 4, but no, that was me interacting with the 4th one. That one is actually correct. We're gooch. Okay, everything should be fixed there. And then yeah, the only thing I have is I got a haircut. So do with that information what you will. Yeah. I was a little bit shorter than I intended, admittedly, and I kind of I misunderstood something, and instead of having it cut like in front of the ear, I got it cut around the ear, so it's a little shorter than I'm used to, but hey, we run with it. It'll grow back, so. And honestly, it was getting pretty annoying in terms of, you know, washing it and upkeep and combing and just getting in my eyes a lot. So the shorter hair will do me nice for a while. Oh no, I remember the other thing that I wanted to talk about was yeah, webcam situation. So I ended up buying, I think I brought this up a few times now. I bought a new webcam that was supposed to be the same model. Because the one I have currently, I've had for like 10 years, and the cable is getting janky, which I had to spend like literally like 8 minutes or something before stream started, 10 minutes, getting it like to actually work. So I really desperately need to switch over to, whatchamacallit, the new one, because this is actually just getting to be a big nuisance. I had some color issues initially with it. I think I've gotten it, for the most part, figured out. It's definitely going to look a little different. There's nothing I can do about it, because it's the same model, technically, but I think, like, the internal specs of the camera are different, or have been changed because of one being, like, 10 years old. And I think, apparently, they got changed, like, a few years ago or something. Which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. But I think I can get it to look pretty decent. It's just a matter, like, I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm very used to the way this one looks, while the other one is a little bit more, I don't know if contrasty is the right word. Like, the darks are darker, and sometimes the color is a little different. I think, like, to be fair, I think this webcam, the more I'm comparing them, is kind of a muted color. Like it's definitely not like a super high contrast webcam. It's not like super saturated either. So like, frankly, like for example, like my hair doesn't quite actually like it's a brighter, it's a more yellowy color, I think, than what the webcam looks like. Just a little bit. So Yeah, I think what's gonna have to happen is I'm probably gonna switch over to the new one tomorrow. I'm gonna look a little bit different color-wise, and I'll probably just kind of keep playing with it. I think I gotta stop comparing it as much to this webcam, because I've been sort of trying to like put them side by side and match the color, and it's just not working because, I mean, I think it's heavily because of the way the blacks are like really dark in comparison, and doing the contrast just doesn't solve that issue because it like immediately is like, oh, you want your entire image to look really gray? Just have like gray splotches everywhere. It's weird, but yeah, no, it's one of those things. I think I'm just gonna have to try to view it as independent of this one and tweak it to look how I want it to look over, you know, a week or whatever until I finally get something that I'm consistently happy with. And then whenever I move it to the main monitor to do like a stream with my girlfriend where we're both sitting there, I'm probably gonna have to tweak it again or something, but we'll see. It's hard to say. Yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking it's gonna be like way worse, but I think the more I've sat on it and like looked at it for a while, I think it's just gonna look a little different. I don't think it's gonna look worse, just different. So that's been my whole kerfuffle. I was curious. I did go back to the Scarlet video or stream where I used it for the first like 30 minutes before giving up. Because I was curious. I was like, was I doing the same thing that I'm doing now, where I'm like, oh, it's a bit different. I'm not used to it, therefore I have to fix it. But then I went back. I'm like, no, I looked like very orangey. Because of the auto, I don't know, for some reason the auto, like I'm using the auto white balance now on this webcam and I've never had any issues with it, but it seems like the new one, the auto white balance just isn't as good for some reason, so I have to like manually tweak it, which is why I think I'm gonna have to readjust settings if I change the monitor, especially because it'll also be a different time of day most likely. So it's a thing that I probably am making into a bigger deal than I need to. And I'm sure I'll get used to it pretty quickly. It's just a change. So we'll see how that all turns out. But yeah, I think tomorrow I'm pretty much just gonna run it. I couldn't have my hair change and the webcam change on the same day. That'd be too much change at once. So we'll see, but yeah, no, this webcam, as I said, was like literally it was a good like 10 minutes of me fiddling with the cord, trying to get it to work. You know, deactivating, reactivating it, unplugging, replugging. I don't know. Eventually, it finally worked, and who knows? Maybe it'll just suddenly freeze. I was doing that for a little bit. So like the new webcam is necessary for my sanity, but yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm at. Well, we'll get there sooner or later. We have not had very good luck with gas leak. I mean, we're not seeing very many at any given moment, which does not help. But it's where we're at. And unfortunately, we don't have like this is the most efficient strat I think I could find for this. I mean, maybe there's some other route that's like slightly quicker or something, but I don't think there's going to be something significantly better, unfortunately for me. So, hey, I technically really only need one, and that's for the trade for Gengar, and then I can always go for Ghastly if I really want down the line, independently of this. So that is always an option if I decide I'm out of patience and want to move on. I will probably still go for the 2 Greavard, because I realized with the whole, like, the way the shinies despawn further away than regular Pokemon do, I realized that I think there's a very easy method to Greavard hunt based off the one location it's at, so the one on, like, the other left of us over that direction, because I can just use the teleporter in the middle by the Litwick to the right of us and just go back and forth and like not even look at the Greavard for a while. So yeah. Well, this is, going. Maybe we'll have to get back to nicknaming some of the 7-star Hair Raid Pokemon from Scarlet. I don't think we have that many more of those that I need to do. At some point when I restart the game, I should quickly boot up home and see what shiny Pokemon we need to nickname in this game, so I can start working at that a little bit. Although I guess I don't really need the spreadsheet, I could just kind of vibe check it. But I do like having the opportunity to put a little more thought into the shiny nicknames, so... we'll see. Yeah, maybe about 1,800 calories will reset. Yeah, there really is not a more efficient way to do this, I don't think. In this specific area, at least. Without going somewhere else with more ghastly. Yeah, we just got kind of unlucky. But it be what it be. Oh, we're gonna be doing this for the next 2.5 hours. Oh, well, hopefully not. Hopefully we'll find the shinies faster than I don't think we will. Given how long, like, Abra took and we had 6 grand, that was a Psychic 1 donut. Yeah, it's just the fact that we're only ever seeing 4 Pokemon at a time that makes this kind of slow. Yeah, I guess maybe when I go for a reset, I can pull up those nicknames for the starter 7-star Hair Raid Unrivaled Scarlet and Violet Pokemon. I like how I just get more and more, not verbose, but I just throw more and more words and describe every time. I want an easier way to describe them with, I guess the 7-star Hair Raid starters is probably the best we're getting. Or I guess the Unrivaled starters, maybe. Alpha Ghastly. Hair in my mouth. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not that I was like, oh, I was hoping to get, I mean, I was hoping to get one by now, but realistically, I don't know how likely or how long I should expect this to take. Because, yeah, what's going to kind of stink a little, too, is once we catch one, there's only going to be 3 for a while. I mean, unless I take that moment to go for some Greaver while it respawns. Which, I mean, theoretically would work. I mean, things like Shiny Ghastly should be pretty easy to spot. Haunter's a little tougher, unless there were some changes in this game. Yeah, I don't have like a list of all the shinies that were tweaked in this game, but I am curious to find them on my own. I don't know if, yeah, like, Haunter was tweaked a little bit. Probably not. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it could just be like a slightly more distinct hue shift. Because Shiny Gengar back in, like, Gen 3 used to be more distinct, but regular Gengar's color has, like, slightly shifted in hue over multiple generations to the point where now the Shiny and the regular are so similar. I mean, it wasn't a great shiny to begin with, but it was better. You know, there's a more noticeable difference. So... I should probably do the reset. I think I'm already yawning. I'm already getting sleepy. I wasn't tired until I started doing the repetitive action in game. Then I was ready for a snooze. Give me like one, Ghastly. Where's the last one? The homeowner. That ain't shiny. Okay. Do a reset. As I said, I pull up the Unrivaled Starter nicknames for Scarlet and Violet. Sort of knock that off my to-do list. And I got nothing better to really think about. I don't have some crazy talking point or something. I'm gonna start doing like reactions to YouTube videos. Well, I shiny hunt. I could just be like dead silent, you know, and do like the XQC thing and just sit there silently for 45 minutes. Like take a couple-minute bathroom break in the middle and just keep the video playing. I don't know. I don't know how any of those didn't see me. They saw me. I'm gonna do a save here just so I don't have to keep doing that little run. Yeah, so really we only have Empoleon, Superior, and Chestnut to work through here. So Empoleon is between Gen 2 and Galapagos. We have Eucalyptus and Gibbon. I could also quickly look up the two penguin types just to sort of see if one visually matches better than the other. Real far enough. Okay, I mean Gen 2 penguins are these standard penguins. Galapagos penguins are... I'm not getting as many images of Rip, hang on. Okay, they're both just like the most penguin-y penguins you've ever seen. And there's definitely differences, but, you know. In terms of general, like, shape and size, they seem both very similar. Okay, the one reason I lean more toward Gen 2 is because I'm with Galapagos that... I'm just gonna think of the islands, but I kind of like the name a little. I think it's a little more interesting. Okay, let's go Galapagos. I'll remove Gen 2 and leave a note that it's a type of penguin. Oh wait, I had to pull up the nickname sheets. Wow. Hey, who doesn't need a couple of spreadsheets at the ready at any given moment? Real quick, I think we tried this, but if we go down, it doesn't always despawn everything, right? Yeah. Because that would technically save us like a tiny bit of time, but it's inconsistent. And it's also good to know that they just don't despawn from that. I don't have to worry about, like, some weird height mechanic with the way things despawn in terms of shinies. In the same way that, yeah, I have to worry about how they spawn in. Okay. Man tries to type quickly. Kind of ran off the edge there a little, eh? Okay, next is Superior, where we have Javelin for Ember and a Stock, which is like a sword type for Samurott. So for Superior, I hit Petro, Whip, Noose, Saren, and Taboon. Honestly, I think I'm immediately getting rid of Saren and Taboon. Those are the ones I was leaning more toward yesterday, I think, but just reading them, I don't know, they don't feel as... right, plus they're not really handheld weapons like the other two, they're like chemical weapons. both nerve agents, but I'm gonna leave a note for myself. Just ran off there. Yeah, okay, nerve agent. Ooh. I want to leave myself some notes. Ah. Otherwise, I'm gonna come back and have no clue what these names are and be like, ooh, funny sounding word. And I'm not gonna Google what they are. I'm gonna name like a Jigglypuff, like a chemical compound, because I thought it was a silly name. Which, to be fair, would be very funny. And also is pretty on brand for me, not gonna lie. But still. That would actually be a pretty funny way to go about naming them. About naming like Igglybuff. Which we do have the one shiny Igglybuff, so... We pulling out all the chemical compounds. Okay, so that just leaves Petro Whip and Noose. I think I might just go Whip. It's the least interesting name. But I feel like it's the one that makes by far the most sense thematically. Noose is also just kind of a crazy fucking name. I think we skipped over. I got rid of Gallows yesterday, so I was reaching for some stuff. And then it's just Chestnut left. Which is pretty awesome, all things considered. Because yeah, Thursday will be the Inteleon 7-star Terror Raid, which, as far as I'm aware, will be the last one I need, because the next ones would be the Gen 9 starters, which I already have. It just depends if they do... I mean, unless they do Hisuian stuff then, actually. I guess that's technically possible. Then, yeah, I mean, the Hisuian starters would be the only other thing I need then. But I'm down to, like, nickname and sort some stuff tomorrow, because things have been getting messy in my boxes for a while. But anyway, so Delphox I'm going with Broom Kicker, and Greninja I'm going with Tongue Flipper. So Chestnut had Kingmaker, Face Puncher, and Grass Toucher. I think Face Puncher just immediately works the best. And it's funny. Grass Toucher's a funny name too, though, not gonna lie. But I think Face Puncher feels more right. No, two things at once. Not how I meant to do that. Ooh! I do think I have a few shinies that also need to be nicknamed. I could go for those. We have a Pineco, a Hoppip that will turn into a Skiploom, a male Psyduck, a Torchic, a Chimchar, a Blitzel, and a Slugma. See, I don't really have much of an approach to this. I have, like, the huge list of potential nicknames, but that's about it. And I don't know, that's a little hard to go through while doing this. Okay, I did it again. I'm like staring at the Haunter in the back. Yeah, I don't know. I might wait on these. Just because that might take more effort than I want to put in right now. And also, it's a little hard to do it. Okay. Like, passively. So... I mean, I guess it depends, too, how much I want to read through old nicknames. Or, like, nickname ideas that I've written down that are all just very generic. Like, they're not linked to anything specific. I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, maybe I need to, like, categorize my names in the nickname spreadsheet, almost. I don't know how, but, like, that theoretically could be useful. But I don't know what I'd do category-wise. I mean, there's, like, funny sounds, there's... I mean, how specific do I go? Because I'm like, penguins, I just put a bunch of those in. No idea. But that theoretically could help. I'm too busy staring at the things that I keep running off. Yeah, I mean, I could, honestly, give that a go. Although this is going to be very awkward to type out. And I also, a lot of these, I don't know how I'd even go about doing it. But I mean, I guess just, or categorizing them into, like, the vibe of the Pokemon in some cases could also work. Just, like, something... Because, like, that way I don't have to go through, like, 1,600 names while looking for Slugma. I could just look at things that are, like, fire-type related or something, you know? Or dick jokes or whatever. But, I don't know. There would be a lot to go with. I do like that idea in theory. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about that in practicality, though. Because, yeah, I saw, like, okay, for example, I saw basketball. I'm like, okay, I could put that under sports or something, but then I'm also like, well, I'd more likely use it for a round orange Pokemon, or something at least round or orange, like, or bouncy. And I'm like, I can't really convey all of those in a category. I mean, I could have multiple categories for some, but at what point is that getting me nowhere? I don't know. I'm also already, I'm seeing Bolo, which I think was from yesterday, that is a more of a knife, but I guess it's a sword. Yeah, type of sword. There we go. Also, I gotta fix my headphone cables, they fell! The distress. Oh god, I bumped the cord to my headphones slightly with the other cord. For a sec, I was like, is that gonna be enough to cause my webcam to freeze? Not yet. Yeah, I'm like, I like the idea of categorization, I just don't think it's gonna be that practical. I'm trying to think of, like, a system that would make this a little easier, too, than having to, like, copy and paste and also remember all the Pokemon I'm looking for names for. Because, like, going through the list one by one seems extremely inefficient. I don't know. I'm like, I could put them all on the other sheet here and just, like, freeze the rows or something. That way they're always there and I can just kind of quickly copy and paste stuff. I don't know. Yeah, pretty soon I should reset. This is not going great, unfortunately. Although, yeah, I mean, we do have some pretty severe limitations. A bit of a bummer. But hey, we gotta work within the restrictions the game forces upon me. Just how it be. Yeah, I mean, unless I... So with the nicknames. Unless I set some sort of category instead of like you know, like I put things of color together. Like, okay, so let me look at like amethyst, for example. I think it's purple. I'm basing that off Minecraft more than real life. But let's just say, yeah, so we have like a color for which is relevant here, which would be purple. We have like a category which would be like gem or rock or something. I don't know. And then I'm like, yeah, what else? I mean, I could do like relevant types, but or like the 3 most relevant types, if or up to 3 that would be relevant. So like, you know, I don't know, rock, or it'd probably just be rock in this case, but I guess rock, ground, steel, or something. The reason I say that because then there's like, what did I say? Yeah, like Arctic, that would cover the category. I don't know, yeah, it'd be like ice Pokemon, it'd be for white. You know, I'd have a color, to have a type associated with it. And that way I kind of get everything at once. There's some things that wouldn't have anything, like I have Applebee's written down. Like that would just be like, the category would just be like restaurant. But then there's some other things that are tricky. Like I have like Annihilator written down. Like how do I even, I mean, I guess I would potentially categorize that. I mean, I could also do like Pokemon vibe. Like, the more categories I have, the longer this is going to take to organize, and the more effort is going to be to add new nicknames that I just quickly want to throw in there. But because I could do, like, I don't know, yeah, like aggressive Pokemon or something would make sense. You know, I just have a few categories like that. You know, like aggressive, chill. I don't know, baby. Alright, let's do a actually, wait. Back to the last one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also looking, because some of these I have, like, multiple things in one row. Which I guess then that wouldn't inherently be as... In some cases, it would still be necessary. But there's less things where it'd be relevant. Because, yeah, like the big example is I had one that's like, I just dropped my fucking... Is what, like, Bella, Cassandra, and Daniela from Resident Evil Village, and I also included, like, Moreau, Donna, Miranda. Because then I could just pick, like, the category as, like, Resident Evil or something. So... I wouldn't need them all next to each other, but then there's some... where, like... Bloopy and Bloppy. I mean, I guess if they get kind of put in the same category, but in that case, it'd just be like funny sounds. Then again, I also have Bloop on literally another level. I don't know. I guess. Okay, maybe. Let me see. If I wanted to try this. See just sort of how this goes, I guess. Not sure if this is gonna get me anywhere, but... sort of a worthwhile consideration. I've already done all the tricky creative stuff. By coming up with a bunch of names, I may as well just make my life easier, I guess. Okay, hang on. I mean... okay, I can't... I'm gonna have trouble typing here, aren't I? So we have, like, the actual nickname itself. We have... let's just say, like, category. We have, like, color, personality. Type 1, type 2. I guess I should do like type option, but I'll just say type 1, type 2, type 3. I know Pokemon don't have 3 types. That's... what else would be like a... I mean, I guess I have to see what comes up here. But for now, that's probably actually fine. And then I accidentally delete the wrong row, like a bozo. I already delete the row instead of the columns. I do that all the time, it's great. And then I add like a free... and then I might add like a little thin line in between the nickname bit and the category bit, just to be all fancy. Like, whoa, we have like a dividing line. And everyone's like, wow, that's so cool, you're so handsome. Okay, well, if I were to start this, I like how I immediately run this. The first name is literally 3XFB. Don't remember what the original context for that as a potential name was. How the fuck do I put that into anything? Category, color, personality. I mean, I can kind of just ignore stuff for now and then fill out whatever's left blank down the line. Yeah, it's sort of hard to say. And the other thing is I could kind of do like drop-down menu shit, but that starts to get annoying. But that would also like limit the amount of categories I have better. Yeah, I really don't know. Okay, well, I guess I just run with it and I can always revisit. Maybe I do like a first lap kind of thing. And kind of work from there. Although, yeah, I guess a drop-down menu would actually make this so much easier because I wouldn't have to type anything. I don't remember how to do that, though, is the other problem. Oh yeah, and the problem partially is the category one. But I think I mean, like, color and type I can definitely set up drop-down menus for. That one's not too big of a deal. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pause the game to achieve this one. Don't really have much of a choice. And I probably just need a copy and paste list of all the types. Okay, well let me see what I can do here. Potential nicknames. Potential nickname categories. I'm making a different thing for it. Copy over the category types at the moment. This is kind of full-blown half-assed, mind you. Okay, give me one moment here to pause. Okay, let me look up like all Pokemon types. Just to get a copy and paste list more than anything. No, that backfired. Okay, none of these are like just easy to copy and... Never mind, that was super easy to copy and paste. Okay, so let me really quickly, if I want to... So... I forget exactly how to do this. Smart chips? No. Insert drop down. Okay. Let me see if I can figure this out while doing two things at once. I swear there's a way to put it on like an entirely different tab. But it's not getting me very far here. Okay, hang on, let me Google this really fast. Google Sheets, have a drop down information in another tab. Let me see if that works. Create a drop down list from another sheet. Alright, okay, hang on. Wait, sorry. Wait, okay, hang on, sorry. This is... I'm too stupid for this. Give me Wow, I'm... What? Okay, hang on. I actually have to pay attention to this. Give me a moment. I'm trying to do this quickly and it's not working. Creating a drop-down list with direct range reference is the easiest way to do. Select the cells where you want the drop-down list to appear. Okay. Go to data, data validation. Click add rule under criteria. Click the small icon on the right to open the range dial box. In the box, type the sheet name. Hang on. And the cell numbers where your data is stored, or you can go to the master sheet and select the cells. Okay. Now click OK and drop down be added. Okay. Wait, but that doesn't... What? Hang on. What? What? What do you mean? Now I'm just confused. Okay, hang on. We're trying one more time. Data validation, add rule. Is it... Okay, wait, hang on. Maybe I'm clicking the wrong thing. But it's not... What it's telling me to click isn't there. Okay, hang on. Ah, can boopity boppity. That's gonna be weird. Drop down, blah blah. That's not what I'm looking for. It's not helping me. Criteria drop down from a range? Oh, that's what it is, I think. Right? Yes, there we go. Aha, I figured it out. Okay. Cool. See, that only took too long. Okay, and then I can kind of slightly color code this for my needs. You know, I can just make things look roughly the color they'd be. Hopefully make it a little easier to spot some things. Doesn't have to be perfect, just enough to kind of make my life easier. I would have thought that this was gonna be bad for me. Now I just need to tweak a few things, I think. I'm like how I'm spending more time making this look all nice and pretty than really accomplishing much, but it's okay. Who knows? You know, hey, this idea is probably just gonna end up being a dud anyway. May as well run with it, you know? Don't you just love trying to do two things at once? Isn't it so productive? Anyway. I'm almost gotten my shit together. Not controller, cord. Hang on, dude. This headphone cord is like, what if I fell off and made your life slightly inconveniencing? Okay, well, while I'm here, I'm changing color real quick. There we go. Didn't mean to jump off that way, but here we are. Okay, well, the side of the color getting kind of messed up on one of these. Okay. Do a couple really quick tweaks to a few colors of like text because some of them are a little too hard to read. Ooh. I was like gripping the controller with one hand very intensely for no reason. I think it was just because I didn't want to like drop it. I gotta do some quick copying and pasting, I think. Okay, so that's type figured out. I guess probably do color because that'll be easier. You just kind of go rainbow with it, so red, orange. I can name colors. Watch. Yellow. Maybe I should have like color 1 and color 2. I think I only need one of the type thingies, right? Yeah. I need to have 3 rows. Yeah, I think having actually 2 color things might help. Well, we'll see. Cause yeah, I'm like, I don't know if there's gonna be enough to just do like light blue versus dark blue kind of things. So green, blue, purple, pink. Blue, purple, pink. Okay. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. White, gray. And then just brown and black, I think. Black. Yeah, I'll have to see if I end up adding another column or anything. That's alright. Now I gotta do the same thing real quick. Data validation. It's been an hour with nothing, unfortunately. Add rule, drop down from the range. Okay. And then I will just kind of change the colors of each thing to match what I expect them to be. I mean, just so like, you know, red will be red, orange will be orange, etc., etc. Oop! I did that wrong. Ah. Blue, purple. A couple of these I have to do custom for. Pink. I think I'm just gonna edit white. Oh my god, I did it again like an absolute bofo. What happens when I try to do too many things at once? Oh my! Ah. I'm being dumb now. This is the fourth one. Okay. Let me. Yes. Brown. Probably be white text. And then white, I think I'm actually going to make just slightly off white. Ever so slightly gray. Just so there's an actual like border that is visible. Cool. And then I'm going to copy that and drop it to the bottom. Okay. Personality is a little trickier. And then category, I think I'm just going to have to fill out as I go. So, personality, yeah. And it's kind of a couple of things. Let's just say, like, chill. I mean, I think I'm gonna keep it generally vague, chill, aggressive. I'm also doing it in my own kind of terms, so baby. Silly, I guess. Hey, what? Mischievous. I can't spell mischievous, can I? I don't know how to spell fucking words, cause I am bad at English. This is why Google exists. So I can fix all. Oh my god. Okay. Mischievous. I had edgy because I saw like 4chan, which made me think edgy. I think some of these are still kind of up for debate how I want to do these. I guess I can kind of start skimming the names and see if any other like personalities come to mind. I guess like energetic. Or like playful could also work. I don't know what exactly, like I haven't labeled anything yet, obviously. I think for the time being we'll just stick to that. I can always tweak the range later. These I'm not gonna worry about doing colors, I don't think. Oh, come on, I did it again. I could do colors, but for now, I'm good. 'Cause yeah, if I go in to edit it, I can change the range. Okay. Cool. Let me do a quick copying and pasting of that. Where did the type 1 go? Somehow the type stuff all got deleted, and okay, well, that's fucking. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to recolor everything! Hang on. Give me a sec. Oh, there it is. Okay, I fixed it. I just had to Control Z something. Okay. Poor Gooch. And the other thing would just be the general, like, category thing. Oh, wait, I should also probably reorder these if I can. Just to be alphabetical. I like how I'm more focused on this than the shiny hunting. To be fair, that starts to happen when, you don't find a shiny for an extended period of time. Does that change the order? It does. Perfect. Okay, I think I'll keep the rainbow the same way. I guess type I might as well also alphabetize. Actually, no, maybe I do alphabetize color too. I think it'll be a little easier that way. I'm trying to make things as quick as I can to sort of fill stuff in. First color that's gonna come up is black, and then it's gonna be blue, brown, green, gray. Sorry, it just seems like such an aggressive color. Nah, maybe I stick to rainbow for it, actually. I think, just looking at it. I don't know, so I said that really weirdly. I just was like, it just feels like such a weird, like, you know, you get like the rainbow, and then the first thing you start with is like, devoid of all color. Yeah, category is gonna be a problem. I would assume. Yeah, being able to change the way the orders work is nice. I would assume changing the order does not fuck stuff up. Real quick, just for testing. Okay, let's say I select bug, and then I sort this as Z to A. Okay, it still remains bug. Cool. It doesn't, like, change to water in the drop-down. It just changes the order the drop-down appears in. Yeah, so I guess with this... The issue is, like, there's some that are very specific with the categories, which I guess I could just have, like, the most common categories and then type in more niche things as I go. Okay, well, let's just say I'm gonna put, like, internet, which is what I just saw as, like, the 4chan one. We have stuff around... Okay, we have just, like, words that are normal words that aren't anything crazy. We have things surrounding, like, death. And, like, afterlife. Agent 47. I could just do, like, video games. But I also am like, I kind of want to do Resident Evil. Specifically. Like, I'd rather get a little specific. Man, I could, maybe I do just do... Or I could do, like, video game misc. Maybe I do that. There's some that are going to be, like, more prevalent, I think, than others. Because then I could do Resident Evil as another one. Yeah, I have, like, stones. I have restaurants. I also just have, like, essentially, like, funny sounds. It's kind of a category of nicknames. I don't know if I wrote... Oh, animal... Oops, okay, wow. Animal... Animal... Food... The other thing was, like, profession. I also have profession. I was trying to avoid that word because I didn't know how to spell it. Or not didn't know how, but I was doubting my spelling, but it looks right. What else? Yeah, this is where things get a little weird. I mean, I see one that's like bands, or like music, I'll just say. I know I looked up like a bunch of bands, for example, but I also could, yeah, have like instruments there. This is one that kinda sucks. I guess I don't necessarily need everything to have a category. It helps, but... I guess I'll do, like, weapons. I'm just gonna put weird names. Like, funny sounds, but I'm putting weird names because there's some that are like, they're words, it's just weird combinations, like beep beep boop, for example. Like that, I mean, as opposed to the name Bwop. Like, Bwop is a funny sound, beep beep boop is like a weird combination of words. Did I just do, like, objects? I just do, like, objects. Yeah, I mean, things get weird when there's like subcategories, but is like ice cream types is. I mean, I guess we have to kind of put things together and go from there. And then I could go back and add things. Okay, this might be where we're giving up for now. I think this category covers enough. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take what I got, and then I can always add more down the line. I gotta do this shit one more time. Oh, I see why. Okay. I ended up deleting the one rule thinking it was part of a different thing than it was. And yeah, I'm not gonna worry about color coding this shit. What's funny is because I've been doing this for a while now, my neck is starting to hurt and I'm probably gonna want to stop. But, okay, hang on. Sorry. Whatever. Who cares? There we go. I just want to make sure everything was alphabetical. Okay, what went wrong? There we go. Okay. Cool, and I can always just add shit. Actually, wait, real quick. If I were to edit these... Fighter range... Instead of doing A16, let's just say I do A1000. So if I were to add, like, I don't know, boop! Okay, it throws it in. Cool, I should just do that, and then I can just add things, and it won't be as big of an issue. It won't be alphabetized, but it'll get the job done. I mean, I don't really need any more types, but I guess I'll just throw shit in here anyway. One last tweak here. Okay, there we go. That way, if I change some stuff, it'll work out fine. Cool. See, now all I need to do is start looking through things and defining them. And giving them categories to make it easier to nickname stuff. And I can kind of then figure out why certain things aren't categorized as I go. You know, it could just be like certain things aren't really associated with certain, like, you know, some things might not just have a color association, and some of it'll probably be like, why is there no category or personality potentially? So. You know, I actually, now that I'm seeing it, I have like antique and ancient. I could have a category for just the word old. I guess every time I add something I have to like re-alphabetize, but... Hey. Hang on, sorry. Orb. Yeah, our ghastly luck here has been pretty dog shit. I mean, I haven't been that efficient. But, hey. Yeah, and I guess I'm like, maybe it's almost better to fill in less information per word, except for maybe category when relevant. Like if I don't think there's really a type, I shouldn't force there to be a type. Because I think that's just going to lead to more problems and solutions. Okay, I'll go for a reset. I think I need a break from looking at the nicknames, though, because my neck is getting a little tired just from looking up. So, this has been a thing to keep me occupied. For now. Okay. Yes, could be going better. At some point, maybe I switch to Griever just for my sanity. I think at this point, I'm just taking one Ghastly and calling it a day. So I do have still a Ghost 1 power that I can use in like a small area, or even just in a different medium area to see if I get a better spawn where I can actually just do an easier thing for Ghastly. Whether that be because there's a lot more spawns of it, or there's like a much more convenient teleporter strat, or I can just repeatedly fly to the entrance. Like, any of those is fine. Or any of those are fine. Yeah, I at least want one. I mean, once I get one, then I'll feel a lot less of a need to keep resetting to, like, min-max time. Oh yeah, Ghastly just does not feel like showing up. It's kind of a big womp for me. But it's his life. I think about a Pokeball. I was gonna try to catch the Gengar in. I might go Premier Ball for the Shiny Mega. Either that or I do like Luxury Ball for the regular one. Well, I guess yeah, the Pokeball itself is primarily gonna be seen with the regular one. There's not really like, the Dream Ball's technically purple. Or has purple, but like, eh. Yeah, Luxury Ball might honestly just be our best bet. I could technically do Moon Ball, but I don't think the colors work that well for it. I guess I'll debate. Premier Ball honestly would look probably fine, all things considered. That might have shiny? I don't. It is! Oh! Okay, get the save in. Let's go! Finally! I was like, that looked a little bit lighter. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be for Gengar. Yeah, I think let's go for New Ball. It's okay, I didn't want that to work out. I really don't want to paint anything else here on accident. The other saving, so that's fine. Let's go! Shiny Hunter! That took quite a lot of effort, but we finally got it! Woo! Give me that autosave. Let's go! Oh, that took a while. Sheesh. You know what? I think I'm going to go for a little longer on... Well, Yeah, let me pause for 1 sec. I'm also gonna write down the time there. Huh. So they're only gonna be 3 for a while. Fuck it, maybe I go a little with it. Oh wait, I should have saved reset there. Whoops. I think it's funny, like, I get 1 shiny and then I get way too cocky. And I'm like, yeah, I can keep going for shinies. Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, we'll have to see about... Thankfully, when we go for Griever shinies, it'll be super easy. We'll just throw Ultra Balls. And those will work perfectly. So, that makes that, like, decision easier. Oh, finally got something. That just took a long time. I mean, not surprisingly, but yeah, it's been like... I don't know how long I put into yesterday. Today, this has been about a little under an hour and a half. And yesterday, I'm sure, was a good half hour to an hour. Granted, not super efficiently, and some of that was messing around elsewhere in the area, but... It was most of the stream, actually. We were here yesterday, I think. So... I guess the small fear is that we end up getting, like, 3 Haunters and no Ghastly. It's less likely, but it theoretically could happen. So, I mean, ideally we get Shiny Ghastly next. Yeah, I feel like the Hunter looked a little more pale as a shiny than I remember. Maybe they made it... I don't know, I could be just misremembering from Legends Arceus. I feel like they made it, like, slightly more pale. Which, I mean, I'm cool with, if that's the case, just because it, you know, I don't know, makes it just, like, slightly easier to identify at a quick glance. It does make a difference in the long run, in terms of just making a shiny feel meaningful. And I did it again. Where the fuck is the 3rd one? Oh, there it is. I was just like not seeing it. Oh crap. I think we try this for a little. If we're not getting very far, we can switch over to Greavard. Give the Ghastly some time to respawn. To really just, you know, maximize our time here. Cause yeah, that was kind of a fight to get. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. That does make me more confident I'll notice a second Shiny Haunter if one shows up. Not that it would even despawn if I continued the loop and missed it, but still. Maybe we'll get crazy lucky and this will just be quicker. I mean, at the current moment, I'm paying full attention as well, so less inefficiencies. But barely. Okay, to be fair, I'm just looking in the background and not looking where I'm running. I'm running toward the camera. I'm not perfect. Too busy looking for shinies. Too much shiny hunting does don't have effort. Also, yeah, the blue mouth also makes it pretty obvious for the Haunter shiny. I think I mentioned that last time as like a big thing to look for. So. That's how I knew with, like, certainty when I was getting closer that it was shiny without the sparkles. Yeah. Is the guest already respawned? Or was I just miscounting there? 2, 3. And 4, yeah, they're all back. Okay. Hey, at least the respawn timer isn't too bad. And yeah, we got the primary thing I'm here for. It's just sort of a matter of patience. I mean, I kind of just completely gave up on Porygon, so... Patience has been mixed. It is up for debate. Dude, I'm getting a little sleepy out here. Hasn't even been that long since the last shiny. I guess that wasn't as much of a wake up as I would have liked. It's like 7 minutes later, I'm already falling back asleep. Hey, you know. Repetitive task be like. Definitely not a particularly exciting repetitive task, admittedly. But that's life. I assume it's faster to recover there than to fall fully because the timer pauses briefly on the teleporter. And because we'd have to have like a little animation of us hitting the ground and like pulling out our Rotom phone that would slow us down. Like that was an issue I recall having with like the shiny Baniri that we had trouble with a few days ago. Yeah, part of me is like, I gave up on the Porygon. I don't really want to give up here, especially because now I have the Ghost level 3 power, as opposed to the Porygon where I had the normal 1 power. So. My drink here. Woof to you too, Griever. Woof to you too. Okay. At the point in a bit I might have to open the window in here, because it is quite warm. It's like it's right at that temperature outside where it's too cold to have like the air conditioning on, but it's not cold enough to make like a significant difference inside of the house. So I kind of just trap myself in here like it's a sauna. You know, I might just have to put something in between the door to prevent it from slamming open and shut. Not the first time we would have done that on stream. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's a better alternative than leaving the doors wide open into the gaping abyss behind me, you know? That is my kitchen. Back and forth is strong with this one. Yeah, given this method took like an hour 20 minutes. I don't know. We could get a little luckier. Maybe I don't know how lucky or unlucky we were, as I don't really make any effort to keep track of the amount of shinies we've seen. So, can't say. I don't even know exactly what the shiny odds are with. I have no clue actually what the shiny odds are with the Sparkling 3. Plus the shiny charm. I don't even know how to begin estimating. I mean, maybe it's similar to like Scarlet and Violet, where it'd be like, what, like 1 in 500, 1 in 600, something like that. Which, yeah, on average, we have to see quite a few. We have to do quite a few rounds. Yeah, like at least probably a good, what, 100, 150 of these for those odds. Well, 100 of these would be like 1 in 400s. Yeah, probably closer to 150 maybe. 175, I think, depending on what the number is. It might be closer to 1 in 700. I don't remember even the Scarlet Violet numbers. It wasn't something I was ever that concerned about, to be honest. I just kind of did the hunts. They were coming fast enough, that's all I really cared about. Yeah. For a second I thought that hunter was shiny, but I don't know. Sometimes it's hard when I don't have a second hunter to compare it to tell, especially with like the purple background and all that. I will say, we did find that that hunter a little bit faster into the reset cycle. Gives us more wiggle room. I'll probably go until about 1500 before I consider a reset, I figure. And then we're not really given free reign after that, because I still want to get the Greebird, but then we're given a lot more wiggle room. Like, if I go down to like 500 calories, I honestly think that'd be fine for Greebird. I think the Greebird hunt will be significantly faster and easier, at least I hope. Get an army of dogs. I mean, I don't really need the Litwick shinies anymore, so I want to burn sandwich time by doing shiny hunting still. Probably my best approach. My best option. Unfortunately, if I do get extra, I can't transfer them to like Scarlet, because you can't trade down. You can't trade to the previous Switch games from ZA, which is really annoying. I would assume it's like a Pokemon Champions thing, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a weird ZA quirk that they just decided, nah, we don't need to fix. For some reason. I mean, I guess that maybe they're counting this as the first Gen 10 game or some bullshit, I don't know. Even then, though, you can transfer from Scarlet and Violet to Sword and Shield. So, fuck if I know. Human. Look. Oh, shiny Ghastly! Okay, that was much faster than previously. Oh, thank goodness. You're so pretty. I guess I didn't think this far in advance. I kind of fuck with the heal ball. Ah! Well, this is why we save. Oh, woe is me. Yeah, I think we go heal ball. The other thing is luxury ball, which is a little less interesting. I don't know, the heal ball looked interesting though. Although luxury ball, yeah, is sort of the safer option of the two. I'm kind of torn. Let's see. Actually, Ghastly is such a nice shiny. Please stop attacking me. Here. Honestly, fuck it. Let's go heal ball. Oh, that's the wrong Pokeball. Jesus Christ, I'm incompetent. No. No. Oh, boy. Real quick, in between this, I will write down the rough time code. Yeah, it's only like a 14-minute time difference after going like an hour and a half without finding anything. Granted, a bunch of spreadsheet shit that was causing me to probably be less efficient, but also just kind of general luck. Let's go for the heal ball. I just have to not accidentally use the wrong ball. To buy more heal balls next time. Let's go! Shiny Ghastly! Hold! Honestly, yeah, Shiny Ghastly is genuinely a really nice shiny. It's a shame that the rest of the line is kind of nowhere near as good. But hey, you know, we take them. We take the Ghastly. Okay, got the save in. Yeah, we'll keep going. One more. I guess then we'll say the cutoff point maybe is like 800 calories. Ghastly to get its shit together here real quick. Try to do that a little bit, see if that helps. Probably isn't far enough to despawn it in that position though. Okay. Reset. I'm just gonna use this as an opportunity to fly to middle. It's gonna burn a little bit of calories, but whatever. Yeah, that thing is a little angry. So. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do the teleport because that'll reset the Ghastly spawns. And gives us a small chance of getting a shiny Litwick. Oop, that is not the one I need to hit. And yeah, honestly, if we get even if we get to like 600, 700 calories, something like that, that's more than enough for Greavard. Hey, it also technically resets the Greavard up here, so we could get a shiny that way too. Likely, probably not, but. I should do a quick save in a sec here. Assuming Litwick doesn't end up mad at me. Yeah, only one to go. We still got about an hour here today, hour 15. We might be able to get out of here by the end of today. I mean, given the first one, yeah, it was like an hour 24. As long as we don't get like super unlucky, I think that's feasible. Okay, Litwick's just here for the fun of it. Yeah, I mean, technically I could go back to doing some nickname spreadsheet shenanigans, but honestly that might not be worth it. I do need to do a little bit of Greavard experimentation before we fully commit to that shiny hunt. Just in terms of how they spawn and despawn. But I don't think that'll be too long. Yeah, no, we might still have to do Greavard by the end of the day, like tomorrow. But if that's like the outcome, I think I'm generally satisfied with everything. So. Unfortunately, I can't give my character in-game a haircut without leaving. Because then I could have made the YouTube, like, thumbnail my character bald. Like, because the title says they took my hair. We'd have to get out of there for that thumbnail to occur. Because that'd be, like, perfect. But I also... Oh my goodness. Bro, what? Why all of a sudden did the Ghastly luck get, like, crazy? Okay, well, real quick, let's just plan this for the Shiny Haunter. Let me take a quick peek at you. Yeah, you got the like the light purple and the blue. I could also go Dive Ball on it. That might look pretty nice. Get them all in different Pokeballs. Get in there, you silly rascal. Let's go! That's crazy! Dude, all three of those were in such a short period of time. It took us like an hour and a half almost to get to that point. And then boom, boom, boom. Within like 20 minutes. That's crazy! Oh boy. Okay, we have ample time then for Greavard. That was like 5 minutes. Okay, let me use this as an opportunity to do Greavard testing real quick. So to do that, I'm gonna turn all the sound effects off for a moment. I want to know when Greavard spawns here. I mean, I'm presuming those are the Greavard over there. Okay, just to triple check it's not like a shiny that's not despawning, messing me up. Doesn't look like it. I'm pretty sure this is far enough to do the reset, too. It doesn't reset the Litwick, but that's fine. Like, I'm pretty sure I can just go back and forth here. And not even, like, just mash the A button. I think I'll be okay. Like, I think this is a completely valid shiny hunt. Or like a efficient shiny hunt. I could run further back a little bit if I wanted to be safe. And here, let me even I can do a check. 102, 103, 102, 102, 103, 103. So 3 and 3. Just to try to really make sure they're despawning, respawning. Okay, I walked slightly forward, but I think we're fine. Let's see. 104, yep, immediately I'm... Yeah, okay, this works. I might just do a reset as opposed to going back in manually and changing my sound and stuff. Yeah, so we're literally just going to teleport back and forth a bunch. Back and forth, like, without a care in the world. Because we don't really need the shiny Litwick. I could move a little bit to get the chance at that, but if I want to go for shiny Litwick, I may as well just do the teleport to, like, the start point strat. So. And then we'll kind of just check them all at once. Let me just do one more, like... Ooh. There you go. That is pretty crazy how fast that went all of a sudden. I guess I did start fully paying attention, which probably made a significant I didn't feel like it made that big of a difference. I definitely was more efficient, but I wasn't, like if I was, like, twice as efficient, that still should have taken me another, like, 45 minutes to an hour. It was literally all within, like, 20 minutes. Just all of a sudden. I'm curious if it's possible to get shiny Litwick doing this. Maybe it's, like, the further away ones, but I'm guessing that close one isn't despawning. I generally don't know. Yeah, we don't have to worry about Griever shinies despawning, just the regular ones. So we can do this for a while. I could literally go get up and stretch right now if I wanted to. Because this is as simple as pressing the A button over and over again. Like, I don't even have to, like, mash, I can just time it. I don't have to be, like, frame perfect. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, I could start working on some of this nickname stuff. I also had to make sure I kind of know what the categories are that I have written down. Oh crap. So yeah, I have no clue what to do with 3x FB. Like, that's not even a... I guess this could fall under weird names. So I have, like, funny sounds. Maybe I should call them, like, quirky names instead, actually. I don't know, like, weird... I could also do, like, absurdist... Sorry, I should pause while I do it. Absurdist names. Like, they're just kind of nonsense. Okay. And what's funny about this method, too, is because we're not getting any autosaves out of this. If we go a long time doing this and don't actually get any shiny Griever, we just reset. Because, yeah, I mean, if I put that under, like, absurdist names... I don't know what, I don't think color or personality or anything. So 4chan I was leaning, well, so I have an internet category, and that would probably, I had edgy as a personality. Technically mischievous / edgy kind of falls into a similar category, but we'll see. Yeah, I had the name 50/50. I got nothing on that. I don't even know if absurdist names... I don't actually even like absurdist names as a category. Because they're not really... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get rid of that now that I think about it. Give me 1 sec to pause. Funny sound. I like quirky name over weird names, though. Not a word I really use to describe stuff that much, but... 50/50, yeah, I got nothing on that either. Abaca, that's just a funny sound. Doesn't go anywhere. Accuracy, that would just go under the words category. I don't think that gets me anywhere. I mean, personality... I feel like there should be something there. Like, aggressive and battling don't feel the same. His accuracy feels like something that likes battling almost. Okay, I'm gonna write that in as a personality, I guess. Likes battling. I feel like that, like Annihilate is aggressive. I don't know what I'd say likes battling, though. It is sort of a weird one to work with. But I just kind of need some sort of general category. I can always tweak things down the line. Okay, then I have afterlife and before life, so death. These should technically be under different things, I think, and these would just be ghost types, but they kind of go together, so I'll leave them together for now. I mean, dark could also probably work pretty well for these. Agent 47 is video games miss. I don't think there's really a color associated with it as that much. I mean, there's colors, but that could work. I feel like there should be something personality related. I mean, like, I don't know if cunning is the right word instead of likes battling. I'm like, what would a category, what would I define those two as? Like, not Hitman. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it under likes battling because something about that. Nah, maybe not. Okay. Airbend, I think that's just a funny sound. I could definitely see that being a flying type because it is air in the name. That's probably about it, though. Weirdly bug, maybe. Well, I guess it would be a bug flying, most likely. I guess I can put it under bug. Aircraft is... I guess that's not really an object. I guess just put that under words, and that's definitely a flying type one. As a symbol like dragon, Airbend even could work. Yeah, like there's just so many dragon types that are flying. Okay, the dragon. I need to update this slightly. The dragon, the text is too dark. I can't read it. Where did I hit something? There we go. So far this is going bad. Okay, I put myself in a weird spot where white text looks jank as hell, but I think black text isn't going to be much better. I'm just sort of experimenting with how I want this to look, sorry. Okay. I guess I'm working with that. But yeah, aircraft... Okay, I'm trying to think, like... Because there's a few cases of bug Pokemon that, like, fly or hover. Like I'm thinking of, like, Volcarona or Venomoth or something of that nature could be a bug. And dragon types are some, like, Drampa and stuff where they're not really flying. Anyway, Alabaster. I guess I just put them under the words category. That's definitely ice. I mean, maybe water. I don't think that really has a personality. Okay, then we got the Resident Evil ones that are all kind of just one thing. Can't really do much in this case with that in terms of personality because I have like a bunch of names listed. Okay, Alfredo, we'll do is what kind of food. I guess that could be a category for human names. Because technically Alfredo is a human name. I don't really hear anyone go by it, but in this case I would just be using it as a personality. Also, for Alabaster, I might list that actually now that I think about it as blue. And for Alfredo, I can list it as, like, white. I don't think there's really a personality or type or anything associated with it. Allegory. Okay, that's going under the words category, which, frankly, is going to need some work, but... I mean, maybe that could be, like, a fairy or psychic type. I could see... Maybe even, like, a poison type. Or ghost? I don't... Maybe ghost over poison, because like... What? Like what poison type? I mean, I'm thinking poison like Toxicroak, Drapion, like, personality... I mean, I see it more as chill, but I think I'll leave it open-ended for the moment. Alluring... For now, it's going under words. That's not really a color. Personality is tricky. This also feels very, like, fairy fight, psychic ghost kind of vibe. Almond, so that's a food. I mean, I guess brown, if anything. Not really anything else I would go with. I could technically go with like grass types or bug types. I guess I don't have to follow everything at once. So like if I'm looking for potential nicknames for grass types independently, like I'm not gonna be looking for brown like water types or something and be like, oh, I don't see almond because I put it under grass and bug, but like okay, I think that's worth keeping in mind. Altered beast. Yeah, I mean, that could go under quirky names, but that doesn't feel right. Personality, that feels pretty aggressive. I don't know if I really have a type for that. Altorb? I have to, like, double-check some of the funny sounds ones to make sure they're not actually real words. I'm assuming I'm gonna count that funny sounds. I don't think I got anything else on that, though. Oh, I didn't consider, like, shape or size as a category until just now. Okay, give me 1 sec to write this in, I'm sorry. I just entirely thought of this at this exact moment. But that is potentially useful. Okay, so we do like short, tall. I guess I could just do short / small, tall / big. I guess I'll just write average. Like circle. There's not really that many other shapes that come up, really. I guess I'll throw in square and triangle and rectangle. I don't know how likely I am to be looking for that. I think that's about it. I guess I can do like long. Okay. Oop. I botched this. Let me fill this in. Data validation. I figured this out relatively quick now. Drop down from range. Okay, done. I'm not going to color code this because I don't think there's much purpose. I don't really associate colors with shape and size. What is our timer at right now? No, yeah, we got time a little bit. Okay. Why did I go to size? Oh, Altor, because that would be like circular. Be circle. Ambampin. I got nothing there. I think at some point we might have to review the list, or like go through the list a second time, but I think this is just for the initial vibe. Because I could just always just look straight at the nicknames and nothing else, but this at least helps to categorize some stuff. Ambidextrous would just be words. I don't really associate that with much. Amethyst is stones. Color would be like purple. Personality and shape don't really matter. I don't think type matters. Okay, ancient. I just have a category called old. I mean, if I had to pick something, I'd associate it with like rock and ground types, probably. Maybe dragon types. I guess there's also the category of like legendary. Because ancient could work for that. It's not really a personality, but let me throw that under there. I could kind of see that working. Anguish. Words? Personality, this would probably be aggressive. I don't think there's really a color or shape. I could see this being like... It's probably a lot. Fighting would make a lot of sense to me. Dark and ghost, maybe, if I had to pick. I could pick another type, because I'm like, poison would also work. What was the other thing that I was considering more types for? Alluring, maybe? Okay, we'll stick to that. Oh. It's like 4. Let's see. Is there anything else under the air stuff? I don't really think so. Allegory. I don't know if poison really works that much. And it feels a little-ish for some reason. Dark actually could work. Alluring. I guess that could also be dark. Over poison. I mean, ancient. Ghost also feels pretty relevant there. Anguish, I could see I didn't put in poison. Okay. Annabelle, Peggy, and Robert. This is just haunted objects. Yeah, I guess I don't know what to do with that right now. But definitely Ghost and maybe Dark would work. Actually, I'm gonna make a category for personality called Creepy. This is also partially why we're gonna have to like go back and do all this. Because I'm gonna add stuff that's gonna get missed. Actually, this would technically go under human names, but I don't really want it to be that because it's intended to be like Haunted Dolls. Annihilator. I mean, I guess it's just words. Not a color. Personality. That's probably aggressive. Not a shape. Very much fighting coded. That's really it. I mean, there's other things that could work. Annulus. I'm pretty sure this is a real word. Hang on. Oh, okay, it's like a ring shape. Ring shape, usually in math. Let me in parentheses. Cool. So for now, this will just go under words. The words category is going to get fixed at some point. This is definitely a circle one. I don't think there's really any types. Okay, we have antique and antiquity, so this would be under old. Not really a color, personality, or shape. Type-wise, I mean, I'm looking again at like the rock ground territory. I can see dragon or ghost as well. If I had to pick stuff, Applebee's. That go under restaurants. No color. Actually, technically red would probably associate with it. Probably a personality or shape or type. Same with Arby's. They probably have some color associated with them. I don't fucking know though. That's all I got there. Arcade Fired, I think, is a band. Let me see. That sounds like a band name, unless I just made shit up. Okay, indie rock band. Cool. I gotta leave notes for a few of my things. That's what I thought this was. So this was under music. Oh, I guess fire type, or yeah, fire type's just purely off it having fire in the name. Or red could work. Archaic. I don't know if that's. Hang on. That's like outdated. Kind of, right? Primitive. Yeah. Yeah, old. Okay. I sort of associate it with cruelty, but I don't know if they're really like. I'm thinking of like archaic methods of torture per se. But there's nothing specific about it. Okay. Just old. I don't really feel as strongly putting a type by this. Okay, Arctic, I guess we're going under words, color. Maybe blue or white. I kind of associate this a little more with white, I guess, if I had to pick. No personality, no shape, but typing is definitely ice, maybe water. Okay, arf arf. I think this is meant as like a seal noise. I'm putting that, I guess, as funny sounds. I'm not gonna put anything else toward that though. Arcanoid. Is Arcanoid a real thing, or did I just make stuff up for that? Oh, it's a retro game. Okay. Retro block breaker game. Yeah, I would have never remembered that. That was from when I was doing like the Portera line Chinese. I'll just go under video games and miss. I don't think there's anything else I got for that. Artichoke would be food. What the fuck colors are artichokes? Are they just like green or are they like reddish purple? Are they? Yeah, okay, they're green with like the outer bit's green and the inside bit is can be reddish or more purplish. Magenta, I don't know. Okay, real quick. I want to make a color 2 column, I think. Okay, real quick. So I'm going to add just a couple of these. So alabaster, I'm going to add white to it. I keep going. Alfredo's just 1. Almond is really just 1. I mean, tan, I guess. Okay, I could throw tan as a color, I guess. Nah, I'll just leave it. Well, nah, I may as well. Alright, give me 1 sec. Brown, gray, tan, brown, black is how I'm gonna have it done. This I have to associate a color to it real quick. Alright, this is gonna take a sec. Customize. Cool. No. Amethyst, I think, is really only purple. I mean, I guess I could throw maybe pink in it. Let me see. No, it's very purple. Never mind. Okay. Applebee's, I think, is just going to be red. Arcade Fire is really only red that I can think of. Arctic, I'll throw blue as a secondary option. And then Artichoke, I'll put both green and purple. That's really... I guess, technically, if I was going to do anything grass type, maybe bug type. Nah, I guess not even bug type, just grass type. I'm like looking through things for types. Oh my god, how did I open up Copilot? Get out of here! I don't think I've ever opened that on my own. Artifice? That's like... Maybe I shouldn't look this up. I was getting fireworks. Deception or trickery? Oh. Okay, that's not what I would have thought it was. Deception... Oh. Oh my god. Deception. Or trickery. So this will just go under the words category. Personality-wise, I mean, mischievous probably works pretty well for that. That's about it, though, I think. I don't think there's like a type. Artillery, there we go, Jesus. That'd be under weapons. There's not really any colors or... I mean, if I had to pick a personality, like... Maybe likes battling or aggressive, but... I guess I'll do likes battling. Nothing with shape or size or... I mean, I guess if I had to pick a type, steel, maybe fighting, maybe rock or ground could also work. Ash, that... I'm not doing that, like... I'm assuming I mean, like, the thing. So that'd be, like, the words, so, like, gray and white, probably. I don't think there's, like, a personality I'd call for that. Types, I mean, there's, like, fire. Could really be... I'm, like, trying to think, like, I guess technically I could do something with, like, rock or ground. Although that doesn't feel that meaningful. Asteroids. In this case, I think this is meant to be the video game. I could technically just do, like, well, yeah, asteroid versus asteroids is a very different thing. Because the game itself is called Asteroids. Yeah, okay. That's based off the game, then. I don't really think of color. I mean, I guess gray. Personality, shape and size, type. I mean, I guess rock. Maybe ground. Attack bird. Quirky names. No color. Personality. Probably aggressive is the most, or the best option. Type would really only be flying, I think. It's really just bird. I mean, there's probably a couple of birds that are not flying type, but... Aura. Okay, words. Not really a color. Actually, I write color 1 versus color 2. Personality. Really, It feels like there should be something, but I don't really have anything. I think in terms of typing, it'd be like fighting or psychic. Or Rust. Am I just... Okay, hang on. Is this like a thing outside of the new Snap level? Okay, I probably meant it as the new Snap level. I don't know if I want to call that words yet, though. I don't really know what I'd pick for this. I guess I could pick types. And there's a lot of psychic. A lot of psychic was there. Decent bit of flying. I don't know, fairy feels right, I guess because of Xerneas. I guess I could put flying. And then dark, maybe. Although, yeah. Okay. Autopsy, that is going under the death category. I don't think there's really a color, per se. Personality. Yeah, it could be creepy, but I think aggressive actually works better to me. Because it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna need an autopsy when I'm done with you. Which, I mean, ghost types, dark types, immediately kind of come to mind. I think fighting types would work. Probably just that. I mean, maybe poison. Avocado. Food, I would say the color's probably green. I guess of any type, it'd probably be grass. I guess I'll put bug, but they eat avocados. Backflip, I guess is going under words. Personality. I guess I could throw cool in as a personality. Backflip just gives cool energy. I like nothing else, really. So real quick, let me... Just stop by real quick. See if I got any shiny Greebirds. I know my girlfriend was looking for the... was waiting for me to get the Greebird. I don't know if there's any... I guess technically fighting could maybe work under backflip, but that'd be about it. Bagel. Okay, that's food. I mean, if I'm thinking colors, I'm thinking like... tan and brown, probably. Personality, this definitely feels... I couldn't see baby or chill. I guess I'm gonna put baby. Shape and size, circle. This definitely feels very just like normal coded, if I had to pick anything. Baja Blast is food. Is Baja Blast like blue? I actually don't know. Like a blue-green. I guess I'll put both blue and green. Well, did you? Oh, I got, give me one sec. Did I what? I don't think it's really a personality. I don't know if I really associate. Yeah, sorry, I got a haircut. I know. Okay, I haven't actually checked. I've just been doing this for like 20 minutes, potentially spawning one, so give me one quick sec. I guess if anything, Baja Blast would probably go under water type. Maybe ice type. Anything else that feels about right? Not really. Okay. I'm literally just like... What I'm doing right now is I'm organizing potential nicknames into various categories to make my life easier, although this is probably a dumb idea. Okay, let's check Greebird. Hello! Just the one, but I will gladly take it. Hi there, buddy. Look how cute it is. The Ultra Ball works pretty well for it. Greebird! Yippee! Why did you hear two noises? Sometimes the game just like bugs out and does that on occasion and throws me off. Because I don't think... No, there wouldn't be anything above me that could even make that. So it should just be that, unless there was somehow a shiny Greebird I missed. But that should all be relatively fine. Okay, so I just need one more. Because I did somehow manage to... After going... It took me an hour and 24 minutes today to get my first shiny Ghastly. There was a Haunter. And then I got the next two in like 20 minutes. And so now I'm just messing with Greavard. Which literally this is the entire technique, mind you. Technically, if I was doing more running, I could also go for Litwick, but I don't really have a need. I was kind of hoping I'd turn the corner and there'd be like 4 of them, not gonna lie, but I guess I'm getting greedy. I mean, unless... Yeah, I was gonna say, the one thing is... I could theoretically not be despawning all of them. But that's about as far as I'm going. Although I feel like I'd be despawning most of them. The one we found was actually closer. Okay, I'm gonna assume we're despawning enough of them that I'm not gonna run. Okay. Well, we're gonna be doing this for another 10 or 20 minutes or some shit. So I'm trying to think, yeah, like I could technically burn through the entire donut going for either more Greavard or Litwick. I just don't know if it's gonna be worth the time. Anyway, we got Baker's Square, so that's a restaurant. I don't think I got anything else to categorize this with. Baklava's food. And that's probably kind of a brown. Maybe tan. Okay, I'm getting some value out of tan. I don't really know if I have a type to associate this with. Bald eagle. That's an animal. I mean, I kind of associate that. Ooh, there's a lot you could associate with that, actually. Yeah, I got 7 shiny Litwicks already, so while it'd be funny, I don't really see a huge need to go for them. I could also technically try to hunt down Alpha Greavard, because I probably need some good natures on it now that I think about it. Let me see, what do I need? I need Greavard and Houndstone, good alpha natures. I do need a Ghastly with a good alpha nature. I think the full Litwick line is covered. Yeah. So I theoretically could do that, and I'd be just like, you know, unintentionally shiny hunting. But I want to get one more Greavard before I even consider that option. Anyway, yeah, Bald Eagle could be like red, white, and blue, but I guess I'm just gonna associate it with like brown and white, or like brown, yeah, brown and white, maybe. Well, to be fair, I'm not really picking Bald Eagle for its color. I'm picking it because I'm looking for a flying type or an animal. Ballerina, so that was, we have the category, what was it, profession. I mean, you could kind of associate some colors with it, like maybe like a pink or purple. Not exactly why I'd pick it, but, you know. And I have chill or cool as a... I guess cool, honestly, is kind of playful. Billy, like I have a lot of things that kind of describe it. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, would I, if I'm looking for a cool Pokemon and I see Ballerina, that's probably not what I'm looking for, because when I think of cool, I'm thinking of, like, usually a lot of times, like, dragon Pokemon, or, you know, fully evolved things that people, you know, Garchomps and Lucarios and stuff of that kind of nature, the Tyranitar, you know. I guess silly or playful could kind of work. Because I would probably... I could almost see like a little guy. I'm gonna wait on that for now. And then typing-wise, I mean, like, Psychic or Fairy makes the most sense. Maybe there's a world where, like, a fighting type could have it. Anyway, Balloon. That's gonna go under Objects. No real color. I mean, I guess I could see, if anything, personality-wise, would be probably Baby. I kind of need to condense some of this shit, probably. For personality. Because that's sort of a problem one for me. Maybe I need to have multiple things, I don't know. Or I need to, like, merge a few of them. Like, if I was gonna merge together, like, playful and silly. I don't know. There's too many things for colors, but circle works. Because, I mean, like, baby and silly probably can go together pretty well. Aggressive / likes battling is similar enough. Mischievous, creepy, and edgy all have, like, a similar-ish vibe. Let me try that real quick. Okay, so we got silly / playful. We do baby / silly / playful. We have aggressive / likes battling. We have creepy, edge / edgy / mischievous. Then we have chill, cool / legendary. I think kind of go close enough together. Oh, have I selected energetic for like anything? Nah, I don't think I'm gonna get rid of energetic and just leave all these guys. Actually, chill. I don't think I've selected chill either, to be honest. Maybe we just leave it to the 4 categories. Okay. Okay, so I just have to update some stuff here. Cool / legendary, battling, creepy, edgy, mischievous, aggressive battling. Yeah, this is just kind of updating this. I think this is a little bit better of a way to do this. It's just sort of generic descriptors. Maybe silly, playful. And then that way, yeah, so like ballerina would fall under baby, silly, playful. Same with balloon. Okay. Bamboo. I don't think I'd really call that food. I guess I could do plants as a category. Update that. I don't know, brown and green probably is the association. No real personality specifically. I could see this being taller pigs. They grow pretty tall. I mean, grass and bug is probably the two big things here. Okay, we had the name Banger, which I guess is just going under words. No colors. Cool or legendary, maybe? That's about it. I mean, maybe fighting types. That's about it. Banba. Okay, well that is funny sounds. I associate it with yellow because it's very like banana. That definitely gives like just like baby, silly, playful. No real size or shape or type. Okay. Bannon. Okay, that's the same thing. Banquet. Okay, that's a word. I don't know if I associate it with really anything. Barangan? Okay, real quick. Is Barangan a word, or am I just making shit up? Making shit up. Cool. Funny sounds. I don't know if I'd even call that. Like, if I had to pick something, that's almost more aggressive / likes battling vibes. I'm like, fighting? I don't even know. Barbecue is gonna be, I guess, food. I associate that with brown. And that could be a lot of other things, though. So I'm putting it there. Barn. I mean, I could do locations, but that kind of throws off, like, restaurants. I guess I'll put it under words for now. I mean, I associate probably brown. Maybe like a bigger Pokemon. That's about it. I mean, grass, bug, ground, maybe, if I had to pick types. Barrage. The word, not really a color. Probably aggressive likes battling. I mean, I associate that with things like flying, maybe dragon. Maybe fighting too. Bard, it would be like a word. Not really a color. That's probably also pretty aggressive, likes battling. That's definitely more just like fighting. I mean, I could see like steel or rock or ground for whatever reason. Mainly fighting, but assault. Yeah, that's a word. I mean, I'm associating that with the Minecraft stuff, so probably the color gray. I mean, maybe black could also technically work. I don't think there's really anything specific. I mean, more rock or ground. Basketball. Object. Colors orange. Okay, circle. Not really any types. Okay. Baskin, which is probably just the first half of Baskin Robbins, but I'm just going to assume that's a funny sound. I got nothing else on that. Okay, Bat Attack, which I guess is going under quirky names. Not really any colors. Aggressive. Flying, and maybe like poison. I'm just thinking of like Zubat. I guess we got Batata. That's a funny sound if I've ever heard one. That's all I got. I mean, maybe flying to the... But like even then. Bathtub is gonna be, I guess, objects. Color is a weird one. I don't really know. I mean, like, I technically would associate it with, like, white or, like, light blue, but I don't think we're doing anything there. I mean, circle, I guess, would be... Even then, not really, but I guess I'll put circle. And then, I mean, water is probably the main one. I guess ice is kind of by proxy. Battle zone... Not under weapons. I guess that's going into words. I don't think colors really, but aggressive likes battling definitely works. Fighting makes sense. I mean, also I think the rock, ground, steel kind of stuff works for this. Beaky, okay. That's a funny sound. That's just like a flying thing. I mean, maybe a dragon. I'm like, how many dragons, though, have beaks and don't have the flying type? Beam. That's a word. I don't really know if I associate that with anything. Okay, we have beak or beats. That's a double entendre. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend this one doesn't exist for now. Beatbox is music. Not really any color or personality. I mean, yeah, I guess I did get rid of the chill category, so to speak, of nicknames, but I mean, if anything, beam or not, sorry, beatbox. I was gonna say, beam actually I feel like goes kind of with like electric or maybe even steel, now that I think about it. I don't know if beatbox really is anything I can go with on that. BB, just be like a human name. And that's probably got nothing else. Bedtime, let's go pod. Oh. Words, I don't really think. Personality, okay, maybe I do need to go back to chill. Hang on. Give me one sec. I need to throw chill as a category back in here. Clearly I was missing out on that. Okay, what were a few of the other ones I was looking at that I thought about chill for? Like, beatbox for some reason gives chill to me. Bedtime definitely gives chill. I can also do chill slash, like, sleepy. Because there's definitely a lot of Pokemon that are, like, sleepy, so to speak. They have, like, sleepy vibe, you know, Slowpoke and whatnot. Are there really any types or shapes? Beef. Okay, well, let's go under food. I feel like brown or red, maybe. Types, that's, I don't know, fighting. Weirdly enough, maybe normal. Or even like fire, kind of weirdly enough. Okay, we have beep and beep beep, which is just funny sounds. Personalized, like silly or playful. No real types. Okay. Beep beep boom is also funny sounds. This is a little less in the silly category, I guess. Okay, this is more just like electrode coded. I don't think a type would associate with this. Behemoth. Okay, that would be a word. I don't really think a size. If anything, it'd be under the aggressive kind of category, and it'd just be under the tall/big category. I mean, I guess if anything, what fighting makes some sense. Ground, rock, steel, all kind of have the just like big and intense. Delay. Okay, this probably means something. Secure a rope for climbing. Okay. For like rock climbing. To secure a rope for rock climbing. That is specific. I don't know how I got there, but sure. Words. I mean, I'm assuming I kind of associate like brown for like rope and rock. I could also put 10 in there. Not really any personality or shape. I mean, rock, ground. Honestly, kind of fighting in there a little bit. Bel Air. The place? Is there some other reason I chose that? I don't know what to categorize this as. Oh wait, am I thinking of the Bel Air house? Ah, it's Haunted House. Gotcha. I don't know if I want to call that under death, though. I don't think there's really any associations color-wise, but creepy, edgy, mischievous. Probably ghost or dark would be the main. Belzy. Is that also a haunted thing, or am I just making shit up? Belzy House? I don't think this is a... No. Okay. I think this is just a word I threw together for shits and giggles. I'm putting under funny sounds. That's really all I got, though. Benihana. Oh, like the restaurant. Gotcha. We're going back to restaurants. I don't really associate it with much. I mean, maybe with cool things, but also kind of chill. I can't really quite put a finger on that one. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anyone else there. Berserk. I guess words. It's definitely more in the aggressive kind of vibe. Fighting works. Dragon works. I mean, I'll put rock and ground in here. Betty. Okay, we're going with human names. That's really all I'm getting out of that. Big Gulp. Okay, we're going to quirky names. A silly playful probably makes the most sense. I mean, if anything, water. But, not really. Big Louie. Okay, that's I guess gonna be under human names. Well, I guess that would go under tall/big. Big Omen or Large Omen? I guess that's a quirky name. Creepy, edgy, mischievous, maybe? I don't know, ghost, dark. The thing about this feels so normal to me, though. Bink Bank Bonk or Bonk Bank Bink. That's definitely a quirky name. Nothing under color. Maybe silly, playful, if anything. I don't really have any types. Okay, I had Bip, Blip, Blip, and Blippy. What? Okay, that's just sounds. I got nothing else on that. Bird bath. Okay, I guess it's going under objects. I don't really have quite a color. Maybe baby, silly, playful. The circle. I mean, flying or water is really it. I mean, maybe normal to some capacity. Bird feed. Okay. I guess it's going under objects. No real colors. I don't know about anything else. That's probably just going under flying. We also have bird food. It's kind of just the same thing. Birthday. Words. I don't know. Maybe silly playful is probably the best call on that. I mean, maybe normal types, but... Okay, let me see if we got any more shiny Grievers. There's definitely a chance we got some, right? Oh! Hello there, puppy! So cute. Yippee! Shiny Griever number 2! Okay. I think maybe we try to do a little of the alpha shenanigans real quick. We need Ghastly and 2 Griever. Actually, I don't even need to do the teleport shtick. I could just go to spawn. And that would also give me the chance of shiny Litwicks. And it's probably about the same-ish. Man, maybe it's a little shorter, but... Also allows me to shiny hunt Litwick. Yeah, we're just gonna look for alphas for the next, like, 15 minutes. I'm not gonna worry about... Well, I could do a little more Pokemon nickname shenanigans. I mean, I may as well. Yeah, we just need alpha good natures for these guys. Okay, so I have Bisque. That means something. I think it's food related. I don't really know, though, for certain. Okay, the soup. Oh, no. I mean, we got everything we desperately needed here, so I'm not too worried about this anymore. Everything else is just kind of a nice bonus. I mean, this looks more like an orangish soup. I'm breaking these, by the way. Orange, maybe brown. Maybe tan, actually. I guess I'll do orange and tan. Sort of color of it. I don't think I want to count this like water type or anything. I mean, circle maybe in this way that soup bowls are circular, but that's about it. I honestly wonder if we were not spawning the Griever over there. Because both the ones that we found were closer. So we got Bite Force. I mean, I guess I'm going with... I don't know if I want to go into words on that one. That's just like aggressive. And if I had to... Oh, there's Alpha. Oh, we're gonna have problems, aren't we? So it's gonna call upon the other ones. Cool. That's right, we had to do the catch window. I mean, if I had to pick types, I mean, there's a few. Dark, Dragon. Oh! Well, that was quick. Not really what I was going for. But I'll take it. I mean, I knew it was a chance. I figure I may as well just do 2 things at once. Anything else for Bite Force? Other than Dark and Dragon. Maybe normal? Oh, that's a little specific. I mean, there's anything with, like, teeth. Which probably falls more into the aggressive battling. I don't know. Black Flag. Okay, objects. I think the color black would make sense there. I guess aggressive likes battling might work. First time I think we're doing anything other than like circle. Shape-wise, rectangle, types. And if I had to pick, fighting, dark, maybe ghost. I don't think anything else. Black hole. I don't know what to classify that as either. Once again, I think black makes sense for color. I don't know if I really want to do any categories for this right now. Because both like aggressive and creepy kind of make sense. I guess if I think of it, it's more circular. Kind of how I would associate it. Are there any types I'd go with? I mean, I guess dark or ghost, realistically. I think really all I could go with. We got blackbird, which is an animal. I mean, once again, just black is the color. I'm probably thinking of the red-winged blackbird, which can be pretty aggressive. This would definitely go under flying. Hello. I have to keep an eye on nature. Oh yeah, go Pokeball spawn too, nice. Okay, well, we see where it is, so I'll have to go get that in a moment. I think flying makes sense. I could also see kind of like dark for that, or even maybe to some extent ghost. Oh yeah, if I'm thinking of the red-winged blackbird, I also should throw red on there. Okay, black out. I guess we're just counting that as a word. Once again, the color black makes sense. It could be aggressive or it could be creepy. I'm gonna hold off on that. Not really shapes. I mean, dark makes sense. Probably ghost as well. Black Sabbath. Okay, we're going back to music. Guess the color black would make sense. I don't know what else I'd consider with that. What there? I think more rock or metal. I mean, they're popular enough that I probably should be vaguely aware. I don't think I have anything else to put in there though. Okay, now we got Black Wing, which I don't know how to classify it because it comes across like animal, but it isn't really. It does give aggressive vibes. I mean, this gives flying and dark again, I think. Less ghost, but I guess I'll throw it in there. Blaze. So just going under words. I mean, fire, or red or orange, maybe. It couldn't technically be yellow, but I just gotta pick two. And if anything, it's gonna come under the aggressive likes battling. Not really a shape. Definitely fire types. That's probably about it. Bleeding. Okay, word, red. I mean, if any of these categories make sense, it's the aggressive one. Fighting, I guess, would make sense. I don't know, like poison comes to mind. You got blimey, which is a word, but I think I'm gonna put that more under funny sounds. I don't think we're getting anything else anywhere else. That blindfold objects. I mean, probably black, just because you put it on, you can't see shit. I can see that being under like the cool or legendary category. It feels kind of fighting. Oh, I guess if I don't know. Size doesn't really make any sense for this. I guess long, but fighting would make sense. Dark type would make sense. You also see like psychic making sense, as in like you detect things, so you don't need to see. Blitzkrieg is like a war strategy. I'm gonna leave that uncategorized for now. Aggressive likes battling. I mean, fighting would make sense. Given the subject matter, I guess dark would also make sense. Or Ghost. Blonky. Okay, that better just be a funny sound. Yeah, I don't think I really got much on that. Blood Diamond. Okay, so that I guess would go under stones. I might need to get one more shiny or alpha, and then I'll grab the gold Pokeball. We'll wrap up pretty soon. I might do a tiny bit more of this tomorrow. I'm not gonna quit out immediately. I don't think. Color, probably red. I'm pretty sure that's why they're called Blood Diamonds. I don't think I really have anything for shape or type. Bloodlust. Going under words, I mean red would make the most sense. Aggressive / likes battling. Wait, did I see one? I thought I saw an alpha. Fighting would make sense. Maybe like Darker Ghost? Bloodshed. Okay, that's words. I mean red for blood. Aggressive likes battling. I mean, I think it's the same thing with the fighting. Makes the most sense, but I could see kind of Darker Ghost working pretty well here. Bloodshot. I think we're going into the exact same territory. Words, red, aggressive likes battling. I mean, I think fighting or dark. I don't think Ghost makes as much sense for this one. Bloodstain. Kind of the exact same thing. Now back to Ghost as well. Fire Dark, or Fighting Dark Ghost. Bloodworm. Is that like a real thing, or did I just kind of like throw that shit together? Oh, it is a real worm. Guess I'll throw that under animal. I mean red because of blood and brown because it's kind of worms are brown. I don't even know what I'd associate that with. Bug. Fighting maybe. Alpha. Oh, that makes my life easier. Okay, let's go quickly grab this gold Pokeball. Let's also give us a quick chance to see if we get a lucky Alpha Ghastly. Getting a lucky shinies over here. Video's worth the check. Real quick, I might as well check over here. For God knows how long. Quick, just catch him in every different type of ball I can. Is there one more? Holy fucking shit! How long have these been building up? Oh my goodness! Those must have been building up the entire time we were doing Griever and shit. Oh my gosh! Sorry, did you see that, Bridget? There were 4! There were 4! So, yeah, I think what was, because whenever I do the teleport, they don't despawn, and if I run a little bit further away, then they despawn further away. So I think whenever I was trying to hunt these Grievered, and while I've just been messing around going for alphas real quick, they must have all been spawning, and I didn't realize. I mean, they could have been spawning even earlier for all I know. So they were just all there at once. That's crazy. That caught me so off guard. I looked and I was like, oh, there's a shiny. What? There's a second one. Wow, that's lucky. And then I looked and there were 2 more. Oh my goodness. I have completely lost track now of how many shiny Litwick I have. Because of that. So, that's funny. We are actually burning through time decently well. So I might honestly let the clock run down tomorrow. I mean, I should wrap up in a few. I think we can call it good in a second. Oh yeah, I was looking at Bloodworm. Yeah, I was bug fighting, I guess grass or ground even could work. Okay, we'll stop there. We got through like about 100 nicknames for categorizing. I mean, I think I have like 1,600. So I don't know how much this is going to help in the grand scheme of life, and if I'm going to commit to even more of this or not. But I like the idea of it, at least on paper, so. Cause yeah, we got a decent bit of, we have like 5 or 6 shinies. We got a nickname in Scarlet. Ooh, double alpha. Yeah, decent bit to nickname in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, I painted everything. Oh, I botched it. I wanted to try to catch that one. I feel mean. Well, none of these guys are left. Okay. Let me quickly... Any of the non-alphas. We just got the one. Oh my god, I used repeat balls on all those! Oops! No wonder the catch rate looked so high when I was walking toward him. Okay. I guess we'll go for Ghastly. We do a Litwick check. I generally don't know what I've been despawning and respawning. These be shiny? Okay, I don't think we've been resetting those very much. I don't know if the portal does a reset for those or not. Just do like a tiny bit of Ghastly, I guess. Even fine, because we need like 1 good-natured alpha. Just Ghastly. Oh man. Oh, I have so much shiny clipping I have to do today. A little more than I intended. Or expected? I don't know. It's good to know that we're not really beholden to anything tomorrow, really. Because yeah, this will just leave, then I can actually cross off Gengar entirely from the list. We just need Slowking and then the Porygon 2 and Z. The Porygons are probably going to be a problem. I'm not too worried about the Slowpoke stuff. But we'll see. Yeah, because we have to do a normal 1 for Porygon, and I think we're going to be using a Water 2 for the Slowking stuff. So... Or well, Slowpoke, but we're trying to get Slowking out of it. Those are the only trade Evos that I don't either have that I've just happened to catch in game or don't have the Evos ready to evolve them. Down. We'll see. Yeah, we're definitely not getting too many chances for shinies by doing it this way, but that's okay. And we do have a chance for the shiny Ghastly to theoretically show up. So, if we get an Alpha Haunter, we're just gonna not worry about it because we don't need it. I just need the good-natured Alpha Ghastly. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting like 1 or 2 more shiny Griever just to catch them in like Premier Balls because we got the others in Ultra Balls. I feel like the Premier Ball looks pretty decent with it. Even like a Quick Ball could be fun. I didn't get too crazy with the 3rd one. Kind of caught me off guard. I was just like, oh. So. Do like 2 more laps of this, and we'll see if Griever spawned in. I mean, I'm not worried about being like that efficient anymore. I'm more just doing shit for shits and giggles. I probably can quickly go through the alphas before we wrap up. Just to know. Okay, now look with alphas or anything. Fluid come back? They have. They might not be back yet, but they're like close if nothing else. Okay, they're starting to come back. Okay. This will be my autosave, I think, for now. Okay. Let me go through these guys. And then, yeah, pretty soon we obviously have to do a shiny clean out. No. Okay, no good natures, that's okay. We'll do one run real quick. Just because I need an autosave. Or a regular save, either one. Okay. Yeah, we'll save the last little bit of this donut for tomorrow then. We'll probably just do the same thing, looking for a few potential shinies or alphas, whatever we get lucky with. But, yeah, I gotta wrap things up here for a night stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be streaming again tomorrow as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching and goodbye.